Hello and welcome to Loving Me, Myself, and Life with me, Jody Misiak, and welcome to the coaching series. Today, we're talking about how do you cultivate joy and contentment when life feels mundane or overwhelming. This is a really big one because, we can just get full of a to-do list, things that we need to get done. Life takes on like responsibilities and we just keep going day after day over and over. Like it just can feel like we're on Groundhog Day, reliving the same day over and over again. So how do you find that joy in everyday moments? So there's a few things here I would suggest. When I realized that I wasn't having any fun in life anymore, I decided to schedule it in. Now, doing it every day seemed a little overwhelming. So what I did was I had Friday fun days and I put it in the calendar. And it was when we lived in Ontario and we weren't anywhere near a beach. And I would put a brown blanket out for the sand and blue blanket out for the water. And we pretend we were on the beach. We bring out some chairs and my kids were so little and cute and they went along with it so well. So you can include others in your moments like that, or you can do something just for you. And it's really just allowing that day to be like not as scheduled, just free, like whatever comes up or whatever is there. Now, I scheduled it in and I had a plan because that's kind of where I was at the time. I needed a plan and I needed a focus and I needed to be told to have fun. And over time, it really became something beautiful where that fun day became like a lot more than one day. It just kind of fun to spread out into my life. So if that's something that feels, good inside, that's where to start. The other thing is just including something that brings you joy in your day, every day for 5 minutes or 10 minutes, or I should say every day, but like whenever you can. Like this isn't about perfection, right? We do progress, not perfection around here. We just focus on little steps. So it's, maybe listening to a song you love. One song, dance around, be free, let that be there for that moment. It's also reminding yourself to be in the present moment. So you could just go right now or after this episode or pause it for a second and just look around and name 5 things that you love right now. So I'll do it right now for you. The mountains. I see the beautiful mountains out my office window. My orchid is blossoming. There's 6 flowers on it. It's gorgeous. The storm clouds rolling in, meaning we're getting rain because we haven't had any in a long time. My glass of water because it hydrates me. My podcast mic because that allows me to talk and share with you. So just look around and name things. It can be like that. So when you feel like, oh man, it's about being grateful in the moment and shifting your focus from everyday living or overwhelming. And then to go deeper into this, if you don't know what might create joy, so you're like, okay, Jody, that's fine and dandy. Have a Friday fun day. Cool. What am I supposed to do for that? Or, oh, do 5 minutes of something that brings me joy. Well, what do I do for that? I would encourage you to get a pen and paper or open an app on your phone and jot down things that used to bring you joy that you aren't doing anymore. So maybe it's getting outside for a walk, or maybe it's painting or dancing. Whatever it is, write it down and start putting more of that into your calendar. So some of the things like listening to music, like, a song, that helps me switch out of a funk any day. Like seriously, it just helps so much. So that's easy. It can fit in 5 minutes, 3 minutes, whatever the length of the song is. Super, cool, right? But some of these other things like painting might take a little bit more time. So it's maybe every month or every week putting in like a bigger fun item into your thing. Or maybe it's Friday fun day, going to a paint night, hanging out with friends. I know sometimes I get lost in my to-do list and my work and things and taking care of my kids and just spending time with them that I actually forget to be social. So it's looking at my calendar and go, oh, I haven't done that in a while. Let me make time for this and reach out to friends and make something happen, right? Like starting the ball rolling. So make a list of things that bring you joy. And if you have a hard time with this, I actually have a free masterclass, self-love masterclass called reclaim your joy. And it helps you take three steps to help you reclaim your joy. So if you need a little bit more help with this, I have a free masterclass that will help guide you through it. And the cool thing is you get instant access. You don't have to sign up, and you get instant access. So you don't have to sign up and then wait a week or so until the class starts. You get instant access the moment you sign up. You get to hit play and listen. It's 40 minutes long. So you can pause it if you need to, but it's actually shorter than some of my podcast episodes. So you can do this. And it's all yours. It's free to listen to and enjoy and to help you reclaim your joy. Because life can get really ruddy. Like we can feel like we're in a rut, or it's like you just wake up every day and just like, what am I doing with my life? What am I like, the to-do lists and overwhelming. I've been there. I've actually been there recently. And it's catching yourself in there and going, oh, wait, I'm here. I need to have more fun and add more joy into my life. So begin with a joy list. What brings you joy? Or what are things that you stopped doing that used to bring you joy? Get adventurous and figure out, like, maybe the things that brought you joy before isn't the same anymore. And that's okay too. So it's getting, excited about this and taking it on as an experiment of what brings you joy now. And create a list. You can keep that list on the fridge or in your office, on your phone, whatever works for you. And when you feel like you need a little pick-me-up, do something on the list. So maybe you have 5 minutes. Find something on the list that's for 5 minutes. And incorporate fun into your life, things that bring you joy. And finding those things, like, so for me, music, getting outside by the water, those are some big ones for me. So it's, what I can do when I can do it, right? So even today, I was feeling a little like just not as high energy as I'd like. So I put on some music and I'm just listening to it. And it was so good. So it's finding out what makes you feel good inside and bring you joy. So if you want to go deeper, again, if you need that extra support, don't forget my free self-love masterclass is there to support you and going even deeper into finding that joy and feeling really good about life. And again, I want to bring it back one more time, actually, to gratitude. So I talked about naming like 5 things off. You can name off more. You can name off like 2, whatever it is. But it's just when we feel overwhelmed, it's really easy to have it go spiraling out of control. It's like a snowball rolling down a hill and just gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Gratitude helps that snowball stop, or at least shrink in size, right? Because when we're focusing on things we love or things that we at least enjoy or like, we aren't thinking on the negative side. We can't think of the overwhelm of like, oh, my to-do list, right? It's like ever growing to-do list. But you can stop it by just acknowledging things in the room, things that bring you joy. And it doesn't be even things in the room. You could just list off 3 things you're grateful for today. And it helps you slow down that spiraling of overwhelm. I hope this helps. And know that you're not alone in the overwhelming, like I've mentioned. I am there too. You can ask my husband. Recently, I was getting overwhelmed by, we have so many things to do around the house. Things need to be repainted and stained, and there's just lots to do. And I was feeling really overwhelmed. I do one thing, and then I was feeling like I was adding a new thing to my list, and it was never shrinking. Life happens. We have things going on, but it's trying to allow space for us to take little steps. And then when life gets overwhelming like that, and we just get so focused on what's going wrong or all the things we need to do, it's pivoting like temporarily away. It's not going to make everything go away, but it like helps us feel different and better and more joyful. Because here's the thing, when you're in overwhelm, it's hard to problem solve. It's hard to move forward. I actually, a few months ago, I walked outside to do some lawn work with my husband. And now, full disclosure, I was actually near my period, so I was PMSing pretty hard. And I wasn't at the best place, but I actually looked out in our yard and I was like, I can't do this today. I was overwhelmed by just looking at our yard. Now, it's not like we have crazy things going on. I just was overwhelmed in that moment. So it's honoring that overwhelm and be like, okay, I'm overwhelmed. So unfortunately, I didn't do anything that day. And then that meant that the next day I was spiraling even more. I had to stop that spiraling and reframe it and figure out how to look at all my to-do lists and everything much differently. And it was focusing on the things that are going right and do the things that I could do at that moment. And it's really about just pausing and just being grateful. And also, fun fact, I added more fun into our life again. That was when it was springtime and I was just like focused on some big projects with work and I wasn't getting outside by the water as much. And I was just focused on doing more than enjoying. So I had to do the exact same thing I just shared with you today in this episode and start including more fun again in my life. Reach out to friends and have some fun with friends. So we all go through these moments of feeling like, oh, not another day like this. Or we feel overwhelmed. And that is okay. It's when it becomes so overwhelming though, like we don't want you to live there, right? You don't want to live there. But it's okay to feel that way. And then take small, loving steps towards joy. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here. If you enjoyed this episode, please share it, subscribe to my podcast, and I just want to say thank you so much for your support and for listening today. Take care and have a beautiful, beautiful day. Till next time. Bye for now.